by Deutsche Welle Academy, Germany's leading media organization. Welcome back when you attended the 11 o'clock edition when we talked with two guests here. Again, we have two guests. 5 minutes for debate is a short talk format which we present during the breaks on the Global Media Forum. I'm Patrick Leusch, I'm your host. And speakers now, guests are Antonia Koop, journalist and documentary filmmaker, and also trainer for conflict-sensitive reporting, so far I understood. Thank you very much for being with us. And Jan Michael Ill, spokesperson of Openleaks. The topic we are discussing now is citizen journalism versus investigative or professional journalism. So what is the future of it? Jan, give us a short definition of what is citizen journalism, please.
I actually don't know what citizen journalism should be or is. I think every journalist is a citizen, isn't it? Still like that?
Correct. Is every citizen supposed to be a journalist?
I think the interesting question is the question of terminology here, because when we compare citizen journalism and investigative journalism, we basically compare apples and pears.
Okay.
Because citizen journalism, as such, what does it mean? It means individuals out there reporting what they see, but it doesn't obey to the formal rules and ethics and guidelines of the profession. It's a bit like this neighborhood watch. Neighborhood watch is something important. It has its own purpose, but it's not the police, because it doesn't obey to the same rules and guidelines as the police obeys to.
So the question is, some of them are pros and some of them are amateurs. Is that the right split of it?
I wouldn't agree, as especially regarding the ethics of journalism. There are some professional journalists in Germany. There's a big newspaper, you probably know, with the 4 letters, and I guess it's not always working according to the ethics of journalism. So there are pros and professionals, and there are amateurs, and some amateurs might even work better regarding the ethics of journalism. Regarding blogs, for example, I really mind if the conventional media, traditional media, are speaking of bloggers, because I mean, if somebody is a blogger, he can as well be a journalist, if conventional media are attributing content to bloggers, it's, as you would say, that's content that's a documented report which is coming from a sportsman or from a jogger, because some very good journalists could be a jogger, a sportsman, and a blogger as well.
But new media allowing all kinds of contributions to media. I mean, for me, internet is not a media. Internet is just a platform that's allowed to share information. So the question now is, what is the format in which you feel information? Is it a media format, yes or not? So now you have citizens, youngsters, amateurs, everybody can do it. So where's the baseline on it becomes journalism in a more classical sense, maybe?
I think the distinction is not so much one of who is good in the profession, who is not. It is an important task for journalists to maintain quality, to obey to the ethics, also to phrase the profession, to show what the profession is about. But the key question is, can the reader distinguish between what is a reliable information and what is an information that comes from a source that is maybe very, very opinionated? And the reader himself or herself can only distinguish that when there is a distinction between information sharing and journalism, and that's the editorial question. And as soon as an editorial analysis comes into the processing of information, it becomes a journalistic tool if it obeys the basic standards of journalism.
So that means your point is that it comes a little bit more to media literacy, to read really the information, to be read by the audience and considered as something that it is not or yes. Is it about media literacy, or is it about redefining the whole sector of those who deliver?
I think at least we have to recognize that in our today's society, people, not only younger people, are much more media savvy than people have ever been before. And if young people today follow how journalists work, they might even often wonder why journalists aren't embracing the new means, aren't embracing the technology. These young people are very savvy are very literate and could easily build great tools on the web.
Oh, I mean, my 15-year-old daughter, I'm not sure that you can really distinguish what she got on web, on Facebook site from somebody out of her network, or even my network, maybe, because she made the mistake to invite me as a friend to her network, so I can check. Or is it from a professional media? Is it Spiegel Online or whatever? I'm not sure.
We as professional journalists know how hard it is to distinguish between what is truth and what is not, because we just receive information from sources and have to sort that out day by day. And it's a hard job, it's a tough job. And it takes a lot of analytical skills and experience and also sense, and it needs to be trained and practiced. And I think the citizen information sharing that we have now, the social media usage and so on, it's actually posing a great challenge to journalism, because it pushes us as journalists to improve the quality of our reporting. There is no space anymore for low quality reporting, because that is covered by citizens nowadays.
Short last word.
You know, there's the traditional definition of journalism that it's in what we call in German Fremdberichterstattung. I don't know how to translate that, Fremdberichterstattung. But I think, for me personally, that's one important thing which defines journalism, that it's not just reporting about what I just do, that I'm eating or whatever.
But a professional view, a distant view of it.
Of course, normal people can do Fremdberichterstattung, reporting on what they see, what they are currently experiencing as well. And then there's another important feature of good journalism, and that's reporting in an objective manner. So I think the important thing is now many more people have the means to do journalism, but not everything is journalism, of course. But there's a gray zone, but you can't draw the line just between people who don't earn money and who do earn money.
Right.
It's rather about quality.
Thank you very much clarifying with us a little bit the grey zone, and we learned a quite interesting word, Fremdberichterstattung. Thank you, Jan Michael Ill. Thank you, Antonia Koop, for being with us.